Yo, welcome back. Episode 34. Sorry, not 3. 34 of the Spot Sports Podcast. Late night here. The boys are all back. Ready for a fun-filled NFL playoff weekend. Long weekend, too. Shout out Martin Luther King for all his, yep, Monday off. There you go. But with it being our Friday episode, you know what that means. We got to have our weekend locks. Who wants to go first here, boys?
I'll go, I guess.
All right,
My
let's
lock
go,
is
Jules.
the Commanders to cover the 10-point spread against the Detroit Lions, mainly just because we've seen in other sports teams that often get a bye come out slow, so I could see the Lions come out slow in the first quarter. We'll give our predictions later to see who wins that game, but I do see this being a one-possession game between the Commanders and the Lions.
Barrett.
Mine is going to be that the LA Dodgers ride the hot hand. Big signing. We'll talk about it later, but they're not done yet. They're gonna go get some bullpen help. They're gonna go get probably the most electric lefty reliever in the game right now, Tanner Scott from the Padres.
Some bull crap. Anyway, my weekend lock is that TikTok's gonna get bought because if it gets banned, it's gonna be sad. Sad day for the boys. No LeBron edits for us anymore. So hate to see it. All right, Jules, come down. All right, let's get to the where are we at here? Here we. Oh my lord, I'm messing up everything. Oh, sorry, gang. All right, NFL playoffs. They're here. We have 2 games tomorrow. I believe the first one is the Texans Chiefs
Yes.
Saturday game, and then tomorrow night is the
Commanders at
Uh,
Lions.
yeah.
Commanders Lions. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let's do Chiefs Texans first. Barrett, you want to give your
Okay.
prediction?
Uh, I gotta go with the Chiefs. I mean, they turn into a different beast when it comes into the postseason in the NFL. I think everyone knows that. And they make the Super Bowl every year. Texans had a big win last week against the Chargers. So they're gonna have some momentum going in, but the Chiefs, they're rested. Their starters have really had 2 weeks off now instead of just one because they didn't really play the last week of the regular season. So they're gonna be rejuvenated. Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce are gonna be ready to go. I don't really see any Texans players stopping them. So give me the Chiefs.
Zeros.
Yeah, I'll also go with the Chiefs here. Say you can say what you want about them during the regular season. They don't really necessarily blow anybody out, but they do always win, and they got another 1 seed. The only reason why I see them losing is because I think I saw on a tweet or something they're 0-2 at 4:30, and it's another 4:30 game. So that's the only thing I think that could possibly stop them here. So I'll go with the Chiefs.
Always gotta look at the time slot. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs here too. Mahomes, I think they're just like Barrett said, different beast in the playoffs. I also think that CJ Stroud, while he's played great so far, I think there's the sophomore slump hits him even harder here. So yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs here. They probably win a close one if I had to guess, just because that's what the Chiefs do. So let's go to the Commanders at Detroit. Barrett, you can go first since it's your boys playing.
All right, you already know who I'm taking.
All right.
You gotta believe, baby. Commanders, we're gonna go in. We're gonna go into Ford Field. They don't win in the postseason. I mean, I know we don't really recently either,
Wow.
but you know, we're 1-0 this postseason. They're 0-0 this postseason. Got to go with JD and the boys. It's gonna be a close one. It'll be a very good game, I think. Very high scoring game. Neither teams are like very defensive teams. Pretty offensive minded as well. I think both quarterbacks are gonna be slinging the rock. Got to definitely take the over if you're betting man on total points. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. Like Grant kind of said in his weekend lock. But I got the Commanders winning it. We always come through in the clutch. Got to go with the boys.
Yeah, I do see where Bears come from. Obviously, he is a fan, but Jane Daniels leads the league in fourth quarter comebacks. I think it's six from what I saw earlier today. but I think I am. Sorry, Barrett. I'm gonna go with the Lions here just because I think the talent gap is still a little too significant for the Commanders to cover from. I think Jane Daniels could do some special things tomorrow, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat the Lions. So I'll go with the Lions.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Lions here. I just think that offensively, the Commanders' defense, while good and while it has been pretty good throughout the season, I don't think that it's going to be able to match up with just the sheer amount of firepower that the Lions do have. Could be wrong, but that's my opinion. I'm going to take the Lions. They win probably by a touchdown. I'll say that. But Jane Daniels, he's going to look good. I think they'll cover the spread, like Jiro said. So there you go. Let's go to the Sunday's games, which the first one I think is the Eagles, right? It is
Yes.
the
Rams.
Rams at Philadelphia. I'll go first on this one. Rams look very dangerous defensively, how they played against the Vikings. I think that if they can play as well as they did against the Vikings defensively, they have a really good shot. You also are getting Jalen Hurts back from a concussion. You didn't play who they play, the Packers, and the Packers didn't really do anything in the game. Was a very good game. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if the Rams win this game, which is why I'm going to take the Rams. I think that the Rams win this game. Midday game in Philadelphia. So the crowd's not going to be as rowdy. I mean, it's still going to be rowdy. It's Philadelphia, but I like the Rams in this game, and I feel like if Matthew Stafford can just do enough, the defense will carry him to a win. So
Yeah, for me, this game comes down to the quarterbacks. The Rams, although their weapons may not be as elite as the Eagles, they do still have pretty good weapons. I'm gonna agree with Hunter here just because I think in the clutch, Stafford has won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Jalen Hurts does look a little banged up last game. He didn't look, I mean, he was probably about 80% healthy. He sat out those few games with the concussion. So I'll go with the Rams here just because I think that they have the better quarterback and the more healthier quarterback here.
Yeah, this one I think will probably be one of the best games of the weekend. I think it'll be a good game. If you're looking at the quarterback battle, obviously Stafford is kind of the savvy veteran. He's been around the block a time or two, Super Bowl champion. But I mean, let's not forget that the Eagles made the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Jalen Hurts, I mean, he knows what he's doing. This offense has the potential to be very, very good on any given day. If all the pieces click together, they can be good. So I'm going to say that it does click. They got the best running back in the NFL, in my opinion, Saquon Barkley, very close to setting the all-time rushing record. I think AJ Brown and Devonta Smith, if they can get it going and Hurts can get it going, they can look very good. So I'll go with the Eagles here. I think this kind of considered an upset pick, even though they're at home. A lot of people, from what I know, are taking the Rams. So I'll go with the Eagles here, and they move on.
there you go. And let's go to the last game. Probably the most anticipated game. The game I'm definitely going to be watching. Ravens, Bills. Uh, let's go first here. Jiro, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
All right.
I'm gonna roll with the Bills here. I feel like I've said it a lot over the past year. I'm just not until Lamar has the big moment in the postseason. I just can't pick him. Josh Allen, we saw what he did against Chiefs. He did all he could. If his defense could just stop Patrick Mahomes with like however many seconds left, they would have been in the Super Bowl. I do think that I believe I saw today Lamar Jackson is 3-4 in his playoff career. Josh Allen, I believe. I know he's above 500. I don't know for sure, but Lamar has the talent. I feel like at the end of this game, if the Ravens lose, it won't be because of their defense, it'll be because of Lamar Jackson. I think that Josh Allen, what he has done with this team overall, even with having the better record, having the higher seeds, shows that they are the better team, and I think they'll come on top on Sunday. So I'll go with the Bills.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what Grant said. Lamar, in my opinion, I know him as the guy who's I mean, he's MVP caliber quarterback in the regular season, one of the best players in the league, most impactful players in the league. But once he gets to the postseason, Opposite of the Chiefs, he kind of seems to fade away. Chiefs kind of come on stronger. Lamar seems to kind of take a step back. So I'm gonna go with the Bills here. What do we know where the game's at?
It is at Buffalo, actually.
At Buffalo, yeah, definitely. Give me the Bills then. Cold. Bills Mafia is gonna be out. They're gonna be excited. Josh Allen's been balling recently. Yeah, I like the Bills here.
I think that the Ravens will. I want to take the Ravens, but I don't think they'll win just because the Ravens now have Derrick Henry, which is another kind of layer to this offense and stopping them. I'm going to take the Bills, though. I think that you're playing at home. You have Josh Allen, who probably is going to be the MVP this year, if I had to guess, unless he just won the vote.
Lamar was first team All Pro. He was the quarterback.
Who knows? Anyway, I just think that the Bills get the win just because they're at home. If not, they lose in heartbreaking fashion. And I think whoever wins this game will probably go on to win the Super Bowl, in my opinion, or will go to the Super Bowl at least. I think that whoever wins this game will beat the Chiefs. My opinion. But that's the NFL playoffs. We'll react to what happened on Monday's episode, and yeah, there you go. Let's go to you boys want to go to Roki? Let's go to Roki.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah, let's go to Roki.
Yeah,
It's been Barrett's week on the
Barrett. Yeah,
podcast.
Barrett. Yeah, you've had a great week. Roki signs with the Dodgers, minor deal, $6.7 million, I believe is what the number I've heard from G. Russ, my notable source. The Padres apparently backed out on this deal. Like they just backed out, and the Dodgers signed him. Don't really understand why the Padres would back out unless they just ran out of international money. Reports did say that they were trying to scramble to find a trade partner to get more international money. Barrett, go ahead. Talk about your glorious Dodgers. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said on, I guess Monday's episode is what it was. I kind of expected him to go to the Padres just because I felt like, in my opinion, and obviously his contract shows it, but I don't think he made this decision based off of money. I mean, it was not, you know, who's going to pay me the most money? I'll go there and make them good. No, I want to go. He wants to go to a good team who's going to set him up in a position to become the best baseball player that he can be. And I guess he felt that the Dodgers have had a pretty good track record of developing their pitchers and, bringing them in and making them into, top caliber pitchers. So he chose the Dodgers. However, I do believe Blue Jays kind of made a little bit of a late push for him. They made a trade today for an outfielder from the Guardians, which kind of freed up their international pool money. So people were kind of, you know, on the edge, seeing if the Blue Jays make a push there, but ultimately he chose the Dodgers, so he'll come into that rotation. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year. That'd be great. He's projected, I think, as our fifth pitcher in the rotation right now, but I don't think Shohei will pitch at the beginning of the year, so he'll slot up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think obviously it was a good signing for the Dodgers. Super excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I think that the Dodgers are going to have to get rid of one of those guys that they did have slotted to, like a Dustin May, one of those guys, just because
Yeah.
you have too many starters in that rotation, which is, I guess, is a good problem to have. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I just hate that the Dodgers keep signing people for stupid amount of money, and the Yankees are signing not to. I mean, we signed a lot of people and traded for people, but it pisses me off a little bit because I want to freaking win. Just your Braves lost AJ Minter, so I'm not even
Mhm.
going to ask you because I know you're sad about that. So
No, I wasn't a big AJ Mitchell guy, so
oh wow, all right, well that's
Really?
fine.
no,
Sorry, bud.
I mean, he was a good pitcher, but I feel like every time I watched him, he blew it. So, but I mean, that's just
Wow,
my personal
those
opinion.
words.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's baseball. Congrats to the Dodgers. Going to be the Japanese All-Star team here soon, but congrats to them. Let's go NBA. Let's go NBA. Are we doing? Oh wait, we're not doing power rankings. Don't look at that. Sorry, boys. We're gonna go to we're gonna go down to Miami in Benito's Ami. Shout out Will Smith. Jimmy Butler came back tonight after serving a 7-game suspension because he kind of did he go? He didn't go to practice, right? Or it's just because he went in the
It was
media
just because he didn't
Just
really want to be there.
didn't
told him he was
didn't
he
play.
wasn't gonna play. Yeah.
Anyway, he still wants out of Miami. My issue is he's 35 years old. He's getting older, and he wants to go to a contender. Kind of hard to trade a guy. The Cavs aren't going to take him. The Thunder aren't going to take him. I don't think anybody in the top 5 is going to take him. Maybe Houston if they really wanted to, but that doesn't even make sense to me. The Suns are the team that I think would probably do the deal. The issue is, what are you going to trade? Because true, but you also trade. They also traded what's his name to the Nets recently. I just don't. I think Jimmy's kind of stuck. Realistically, I think that he's going to get traded, but not to a contender like he wants to, which is in 35 years old. Really, I really just don't understand why you think your value. I mean, he's a good player, but he's getting to wash status, in my opinion. Jiros, your kind of thoughts on
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler?
yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said. I think he's just dug himself a hole with this whole situation in Miami. The only realistic spot I see that could actually fit, I could see him trying to fill the Dylan Brooks style role in Memphis. He doesn't have to be the main scoring guy. He doesn't have the defense he used to have, but he would still, be somebody that can give them around 15, maybe a little bit more every night. So with them being, I think the 3 or 4 seed in the West right now, I think that could help him. They do have a lot of young talent that they could give Miami if they were willing to make that deal. So I think Jimmy just really just dug himself a hole here, and I just think that that it's just a bad situation for everybody involved.
Barrett, realistically, how much longer do you think Jimmy's got at the level that, not that he's been at, but the level of value?
I would say maybe 2 to 3 years max. I
Playing at a
think,
decent level.
yeah,
Yeah,
like he's obviously. I mean, you're going to decline every year, but I think he's got 2 to 3 more years of being like a pretty good player in this league. So if I am a team that, okay, I'll just say I could see him going to the Warriors. I think it makes sense with our current roster landscape. We're kind of at a crossroads. We've got Draymond and Curry who are aging, and then we've also kind of got some younger players who are good, but not like, like it's not like a Wembanyama who we're like, oh, we can't give these guys up. So like a guy like Jonathan Kuminga, who's having a pretty good year, but is he irreplaceable? That's up for debate. So I could see us maybe. I think we should get him just because of his playoff track record. I think you've got to go all in on a ring for Curry. Get one more with him and Draymond. So that's your team right there. So if you put packages like Kuminga, Moses Moody, Podziemski picks, stuff like that, I think Miami would definitely take that. I think Jimmy would fit in, bring some more defense, kind of what we need. I think he would like it there. So just an option. I think the Suns is an interesting one, but you've got to work out the contracts. Heard Bradley Beal might be a piece in that. I don't know if that would work. So we'll see. I think it'll be definitely interesting. I think he's not handled this the best, but
no.
yeah,
I think Bradley Bill also has a no trade clause either,
he
so
does. Yeah.
I think he's one of only like 2
He
players that
said he'd go
has
to
one.
LA. Not that I want him, but
Yeah, I don't know. That throws a
Who
whole
wouldn't
nother
go to?
wrench into that.
I don't know. We'll figure it out as the deadline approaches, which is it's approaching near and near. When is it? January what?
It's February
February
yeah,
2nd.
it's early.
February 6th?
It's early February.
I don't
Oh,
know. First
so
week of
yeah.
February.
It's after the All-Star break, right?
Yes.
So
Or no. They moved it up because of
before.
like DeMarcus Cousins.
That's
he got
right.
traded to
He got
Pelicans.
traded mid All-Star week. Well, there's your episode. Check out Ball. No. What is it?
Elite ball knowledge or something.
Ball. Jeez Louise, we don't even know the name of our new show. I think it's Ball Knowers. Check it out. James's new show. Sorry, James, if you're watching this. Kind of forgot the show name. It's Ball Know. I'm pretty sure it's Ball Knowers.
It's ball knowers.
There you go. Check out Ball Knowers. First episode out. Pretty enjoyable from what I watched. He's got some interesting phrases in there, which I enjoy. Also, check social media tomorrow, or probably by the time you're watching it today. Slime time. Got a game. Check it out. Slime up.
Pull up.
Score. Pull up if you're able to. If not, check the score. Jesus loves you. Peace out. We will see you Monday. Got a lot of NFL to talk about again. We'll probably won't start with that just because I'm tired of starting with the NFL. See you boys then. Adios. Bye. Barry, you gonna do
Yo.
your little thing? There he is. There.